Good morning. Welcome back to Tetris Tuesdays at 10. And I know we're here because I got the confirmation email. I used to think it was weird that when you went live on YouTube, they sent you an email that's like, you're live on YouTube. But now I depend on it to know whether or not this is working. So it's working in that sense, at least. In the sense that it's not working, apparently sometimes I skip a game. Actually, that's incredibly true. I try to be thorough, but I will never be with this game. In fact, I just accidentally, I had the thought, what do people call Tetris fans? They call them fans of Tetris. But I looked it up to see if there was a name, and it led me to the Tetris wiki page about fan games. And it might be longer than, again, the list of official games that I'm going through, which, do I still have that? Hold on. Here you go. Just a reminder, this is what we have left. Oh, actually, that didn't look too bad that time. This is what we've been through and what we have left. But yeah, the fan list is even longer. So, but interesting. Some things I already didn't know on that list, but we're not there yet, so I'll shut up about it. We also are not to the SuperLite 1500 series : the Tetris, because I should have done that way back when I was doing things in the year 2000. That's a bit that people remember, right? And I don't know why. My best guess is that sometimes I will bring up the year all at once. I did this last week after the show, and just kind of lay out the games in order, because they're only chronological by year, not within the year. And accidentally closed the tab on that one. That's all I can figure. So I've got it. It was a Japanese only release, and from what I've seen so far is pretty bare bones. In fact, the only other thing I can tell you, let's bring that back up, which probably isn't going to fit now, is that it's made by a Japanese developer by the name of Success. Yeah, say I've cropped the other page, which doesn't really work for this page. But I can't read most of this page anyways, except for that little life is an exciting business and most exciting when it is lived for others, which decent actually. I wouldn't mind working for a company like that. I do currently work for a company like that. They're great. Managing apartments, we work for the county. Anyway. You can see some of the games here, intrigued by the hamster games here. So I think they're still a going concern, although no matter how far down the list you go, you're not going to find the SuperLite series Tetris from now 25 years ago, which is fine. You got to recycle the website at some point, right? I don't begrudge anybody that. I also might not, I guess depending. There are some things I like about this that I've seen. I like the menu, I guess. I've seen the menu so far, and I'm like, that's a decent menu. My editing skills are akin to what you're going to see in this menu design here. So why don't we just get to it, and I'll talk you through it once I get the sound in my ear. This also might be a shorter one today. Happy Veterans Day. I don't mean it like that. I mean like Happy Veterans Day, but I never know, like, should I be taking the day off? Tell you what, this one's just for fun. I'm not working right now. This is just for fun. Or it's like a charity stream for veterans without a donate link. Just tell somebody Happy Veterans Day. Okay, I think we're good. So this I did get working. The PS1 emulation works just fine to outstanding on the RetroArch on my Xbox Series S. So that should be all we have to worry about. Which I never owned PS1, so I like to live it up while I can. Okay, I was gonna say I thought sometimes it'll hang right before that. So good job. BPS logo's always strong, best in the business. I think this is probably like game save, some of that stuff the emulator does automatically. I don't mind the music either, actually, to tell you the truth. I like the menu because my editing skills are often like put the graphic, no drop shadow even, on top of a picture. Still looks good most of the time, so I'm going to continue to do that, but say what we will about the game from here on out, I like the menu, probably because it's right up my alley, skill-wise, at least. And you could tell to the point where like a lot more people could access websites because they're putting them like on the front page. What did we just played another game that was like that too? It was just like businesscompany.com right there. Turn that music up even. So yeah, actually, okay, let's, hold on. The fact that it's even letting me choose 2-player. Yeah, it's not, I don't see any. Yeah, okay, it's not. I'm like, sometimes they'll let you put the AI in there, but it's not giving me any sort of option like that. So this is not gonna work without a second player. Options, memory card, ranking, vibration off, sound stereo. Okay, so even the options screen's not terribly specific or full featured. And there's only one player mode here, so this might be short for a number of reasons, but a bare bones Tetris has been fine. In the past, we've had a lot of fun with those. In fact, the other idea I had, you can choose the level by 5 and it caps out at 30. Successive 5-level sections being unlocked after clearing them in 1-player mode. So it goes beyond 30. Soft drop is 1 gravity. Oh, we've gone back far enough that there is no hard drop. Interesting. Soft drop pieces do not lock immediately. Instead, holding down the button will cause the lock delay timer to drain 4 times as fast. So you don't even, it's not even hit down and they'll immediately lock. Oof. Spawn delay, 0 frames, okay. Line clear delay is about 17 frames. Delayed auto shift is 10 frames, so I'm gonna have to hold down the button. Oh yeah, this goes all the way to 99 if we want it. This won't. What we do today will not, I can tell you that, but maybe we'll keep an eye on the score instead, which is the same as the NES version. Okay. That's right up my alley again. And we can get a full-on million points for an all clear, which I think I've done 1 time ever in the history of this series, so probably don't look forward to that either. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see, not that it matters when I'm in the middle of it, but I'm trying to see what the, because this is we're pre-SRS now, we're pre-guideline Tetris, so I don't know if this is a 7-bag system even. Game over is lockout based. Vanish zone is visible in the game. Any piece spawned in it will overwrite existing blocks in it. Oh, interesting. The ceiling of the vanish zone is solid. Rotation system is the same as in Tetris DX, but with different spawn orientations. Okay, all right. Score maxes out at 99,999,999 points. Lines at 999 and all clears at 99. Okay, so if I get 99 all clears, all right. Sorry, I'm looking at the auto shift. No kicks at all. Okay, we can make this work. There's probably no hold either, is there? Nope, we've gone all the way back. Oh. And that outline makes the vertical look weird. See how that looks all skinny? It'd be a real mind messer if it didn't fit. It looked like that, and then it actually was, and you couldn't fit the piece in there. No ghost piece. It's fine. So I would imagine there's no infinite spin either. Yeah, there's just the delay. Playing field seems larger in this. Oh, hey, we get background changes. Okay. I do miss that. That was always the major reward of an older Tetris, was you got to see the background change. I don't know how this is going to go when things speed up. I feel like I'm already using my worst habits to get through some of this. Over-rotating to make sure I got the position right. Or not over-rotating, Wow, and that's when the fast music starts? Already I'm out of ideas with that one. I think I definitely shouldn't be playing this through OBS either. I can already feel it's a little... Let's see. Oh, it did kick out the T. Okay. Maybe we can rotate this in. Nope, not at all. We are definitely pre-guideline here. I'm getting used to that rotation now. It's not, strictly speaking, a traditional T-spin. Although, I feel like those are happening more often, too. For somebody that's been playing Tetris since the Nintendo version, you can teach an old dog new Tetris. Not really bearing fruit in any way, you know, it's not like I'm blasting through the levels with any increased skill or anything. High pressure situation, I do immediately revert. Let's put it that way. A lot of it's about just keeping focus. This is other stuff I'm learning by playing Tetris 99 in my off time, which I kind of resigned myself to. I have one, so Tetris 99, for those of you that don't know, is kind of a battle royale, last man standing Tetris. So you are basically battling 98 other Tetris players, and you'll send garbage based on the things you get, like a typical Tetris game. And then if they die, if your garbage is the last thing they see, you'll get a KO, and that will give you a badge, which I think multiplies the garbage you send. So by the end of a typical Tetris 99 match, you've got people left, because also I think if you KO somebody with badges, you will get their badges. So by the end, you're battling with another guy that has a bunch of badges to see who can kill the other person first, last person standing wins, etc., etc. So it's not a common occurrence that you're the last person standing, unless you're one of those people, which I'm not one of those people. Ooh, the sky with Tetris blocks in it. So I have only, when you win like that, you are the last Tetris person standing. It's called a Tetris Maximus. I have only achieved one Tetris Maximus, and it's when the game was fairly new. So take that for what you will. But since then, since I've kind of got back into it, because you can, there's daily challenges to do, and upon doing them, you will get tickets that you can use to unlock themes, some of which are extremely excellent, and I think I missed out on some limited time things. Like I want to say the Electronica 60 theme was in there at one point and has long since passed, which I would obviously have loved to have gotten. Although I've also noticed that I'm coming to rely on the guideline Tetris color schemes. So if I choose the Electronica 60 theme, if I had it, or the Game Boy theme, which is probably my favorite, it's counterproductive, because then I don't know as quickly what pieces go where. So anyway, where this all started is that I've noticed that much of it, especially when things speed up, although Tetris 99 does have infinite spins, so I've got a lot of leeway when it comes to the speed. But not as much as a normal Tetris game, because if you just sit there twirling things, the garbage is building up against you and somebody will kill you. So I've noticed you really can only oh, dang it. Yep, no lock delay at all on that one. It's not, stamina is the wrong word. Endurance is the wrong word. Actually, that might be closer, but it's all like keeping focus. Like you need to be, I guess, eyes on the prize the entire time. Turd Ferguson in the chat. That's my brother. My bloody brother. What, do you not work today? You got Veterans Day off? This is a Veterans Day stream, I decided, so welcome. I made it, he says. It's true, I feel like you almost made it once before. Oh boy. Just slacking. Not me, I'm at work. This is what I do for money, honey. Do you remember Tetris from when you were small? Turd. I'm just gonna call you Turd. That was funny. Did you play? Obviously we had, oh, go over there, there you go. I need to get down or I'm gonna die really soon. We had the Nintendo Tetris, that's where it all started. Did you play our version of Nintendo Tetris? Did you have it? Here we go. I'm gonna get some ground back here. So cool, says Turd. I wish I was just like you. Yes, of course I remember it, but I was way too ADHD to play it longer than 5 minutes. I don't even remember if we were still playing like normal Nintendo by, because I feel like we would have had a Super Nintendo by the time you were ADDing around the house. I feel you and Ben were more into it than I ever was. I actually don't know how into it Ben was either. Our other brother. There's 2 of us. Technically 3. Oh, I guess including myself, there's 4. But it's a story for another time. We'll have to ask Ben next time we see him. Make a point of finding out where Tetris fits in his life. I mean, they have a Nintendo. They play some stuff. They might have a Tetris. Oh boy, is this going to be one of those long ones again? What am I doing? 123 lines so far, level 12. If I keep it low like this, I feel like we'll be okay for some time. It's not speeding up terribly fast, put it that way. Yeah, I remember Super way more. I don't know what it's... I've already lost track of the... Oh, you remember Super way more. Oh, Super Nintendo way more. Okay, yes, I got it. I'm back. Okay, good. I remember what I said 1 second ago. I remember the Zelda days way more. Ah, yes. That makes sense. I mean, just generally speaking, I feel like people would remember a Zelda more than a Tetris necessarily. You know, Zelda's a world that you inhabit and affect in some very specific ways, especially when that was like brand new, you know? Oh boy. Actually, that worked out. Here's a quiz for you. See this piece right here? There's a delay, so this might not even work. What would you call that piece right there that I used to make a Tetris? Now it's getting so fast I'm going to have a hard time looking at the chat. So, fair warning. Okay, hold on, I can do this one. Yes, the long one. Ooh, I just got a slowdown. Okay, cool. So, that's how this one works. Not an uncommon thing. If I get to a certain point, it will slow it down for me. And it was at level 15. I didn't know there were names for the pieces. Neither did I, so that's why I'm curious if... I mean, I guess... Not that I knew there were names, but we called them something. You know, I had names for them. It's you know, the typical pre-internet thing. You had a name for something, you just didn't know if it was the official name because you couldn't talk to, you know, people from other parts of the world if you wanted to. So do you remember if we all called, or you called that piece something, whether or not it was the right name for it or not? Skinny one. Long one. Yeah. We probably did call it that, actually. I just called them lines. I guess, I don't know if I called them that when I was young. I feel like I must have, because that's where I but I guess it's been a little while now. But I found out that they. Oh, what about this one coming up? The squarish type piece. What would you call that? I called it the square, much like I called, crud. No! Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, good. That was close. Maybe I can do it with this one too. Hey! Okay, there we go. I called them all like squares and lines and all that, and apparently they're more often referred to by letters. So the line is the I piece, the square is an O piece. I never knew that till I started doing all this craziness. And I still revert quite often, so. I don't think this is gonna end well. Ooh, there's no way, right? Nope, yeah, there we go. Yes, you did call them lines. Square, oh, very cool. What's your record on this one? You're about to see, ready? Here we go. I don't know why I put my name in here. I don't know if it even saves to the... Yeah, I think it does, actually. I also don't know where the R is alphabetically. Okay, there we go. Wow, the delayed auto shift on this scoreboard is pretty heavy. Level 17, probably not. Oh, continue? What gets continued? So 266 is my score up there? Does it zero out the score and I start on the level? Yeah, it does. Okay, so I start on 15. Why not? Yeah, that was my record. I have not played this one before. That's the gimmick over here. I play a different Tetris every time. So they all have different rules and designs to them. This one is from 2000, so what happens is that in where am I at? The 2002, I think it was, with Tetris Worlds. The Tetris company, which miraculously after some amount of time, the rights to the game reverted to LXVII, the designer of Tetris, since the state owned it as part of the USSR back in the day. Well, this is going poorly very quickly. The Tetris company was formed shortly after that with a good friend of Alexei's named Hank. This is really dumb. And that, oh no! Okay, well this was, would we like to continue on this? Well, let me put it over there. Yeah, let's do this one again. But then there were guidelines that are largely still in use today. So you can play a Tetris between, with some exceptions, Arika, a Japanese developer that's made like the Grandmaster Tetris series. Feel like gets a little bit of leeway with their stuff, but otherwise, if somebody licenses out a Tetris game, they want to make a Tetris game, oh man, for their platform, they have to follow the Tetris guidelines as established by the Tetris company. So in that case, I might be able to like generalize some sort of high score for a Tetris game, but otherwise it's just from game to game. And this is pre that, so this is still in the Wild West somewhat, although the rights were figured out. Like there was a time, go back, watch the episodes, go back, there was a time where it was like the real Wild West. Like nobody, like the rights were all over the place, everybody was making a Tetris games. It happened again in the 2000s when, you know, Flash games started coming out. You know, people would just literally code their own Tetris game, so the Tetris company had to go around with a bunch of cease and desists, if not buy the game and or officialize the game, you could say. This is an official game. It's just not standardized quite yet. This music's kind of Portal-y. Did you ever play Portal, Matt? Or Turd, sorry. You know, when you're playing Portal and you get to that, like one of the radios and it's playing like a jazzy version of Still Alive, that's what this sounds like. There's also differences to like where the pieces, you wouldn't think it would matter, but when things get hairy, it totally does. But like every Tetris game, the pieces will spawn in a different way. They'll rotate in a different way. Sometimes if you put a piece against the wall like this, actually I can't do it now, things are going too fast. It won't kick, that's what they call it. Like it won't pop itself out. Stuff that's pretty standard nowadays, but they hadn't necessarily figured out. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Oh, there you go. I actually didn't think that spin was possible with this. Ah. Oh, I did get up a few more levels. Oh, I see, that's right. When we were choosing levels at the beginning, it only went by 5s. So if I don't hit 20, it's not going to start me at 20. It's probably just going to start me at 15 again. Yeah, so back to 15. Turd played Portal one time and liked it. How many Tetris games are there, he asks. I mean, there's no way I'm not even going to try to answer that. I'm going to try and think about where that answer might be available, and I still am coming up empty. That's a rough one. Like official games, which is even still you know, what makes an official Tetris game. The list I'm going by is if they were officially licensed by the Tetris company. I'm gonna T-spin. You wanna see T-spin? I'm gonna try and T-spin actually, hold on. Heyo! T-spun. This is not my favorite Tetris. I think I've come to that conclusion at this point. I really need to not play this through the OBS feed. Like I can very tangibly feel the delay at this point, so I'm withholding all of my judgment because I think I'm at fault here somewhat. But we're on episode 67, I think, Matt? Turd Mattison. So there's at least 67. Next week, I'm going to be doing a PS2 version, but I'm going to talk about easy 5 versions that are kind of lost to time. Oh, ooh, that was close. And then if you get into, of course, fan games and illegal versions that are still technically Tetris, you could probably double or triple that number. Enough to keep this series going for a long, long time. Let's put it that way. Just trying to see if I can get to 20. That's the worthless goal that I set for myself today. Even though that's not even one of the difficulties locked, you know? I could just choose level 20 and be there if I wanted. And there's the slowdown at 20. Oh wow, why was that so easy that time? Was every 5 I get the slowdown then? Officially licensed by Tetris is 220 plus, says AI. So it could be anywhere from 220 to 330,000 based on an AI summary. Also, it might tell you to commit suicide, so watch out. Is that funny? I guess I don't know if that's... Let's do that. I forget now when I was looking at what you could choose. What was the cap out? Was it 30? Yeah, 30. So if we can get to 35, I will have progressed the game in some way. I will have changed the parameters. Changed my mind. Quite the sound effect for getting a Tetris. I feel like there are a few out there that it's like when you get a Tetris, make it an explosion. Which can't really blame them, I guess. And that one just sounds like breaking glass. So singles are breaking glass. Tetrises are an explosion. I probably should have put that somewhere else. Watch that, okay. Oh, made it. So no infinite spin. Oh, shoot. I was gonna say, but it has enough of a lock delay that I'm getting some second chances. Another slowdown. Turd in the chat, my friend that jumped out of his plane on purpose was convinced by ChatGPT that he could beat the casino game Baccarat. I mean, that sounds like one of the more harmless advices given by ChatGPT. I'm guessing it wasn't true though. ChatGPT could maybe beat it. I don't even know enough about that game to tell you what that would mean. Is that impressive? To beat Baccarat? Baccarat? I just called it Baccarat because of Burt Bacharach. Okay, I'm gonna need, oh no! That was close. I'm gonna need a few eye pieces in a row here, everybody. Oh, or I'm just gonna do that. Ah, shoot. Okay, still need some eye pieces. If anybody wants to help me out with that. Come on. Okay, there we go. Ah, it didn't let me. Baccarat is a 50-50 chance game. No way to beat it. We'll end losing everything guaranteed. Oh. So, ChatGPT gave the financial suicide advice in that one. That was 26. What are we looking at? 47 minutes in, 10:45. Let's call it. Actually, wait, hold on. Whatever, yeah. RZA. Hey, wow, did that on accident. That's a thing. Do not continue. There I am, right at the top. RZA. Good job, RZA. Let's start at 30. If we get to 35, then we have changed the course of human history. Was this a new song too? Maybe that's what I should be doing. I don't hate the music. We've certainly heard worse. Wow, these are some bad pieces. What? Well, come on! It just gave me, what was that in a row? Red and green pieces. That was insane. Sheesh. These are still bad pieces. What in the world? Okay. This is insane. You know what this music sounds like? It sounds like that keyboard we used to have. And you could make it do that demo. Get over. There you go. I don't think this is gonna go well. Now it's giving me eyepieces, but I couldn't kick it. Yeah. That was insane. There's no way I'm taking that. That was like 10 green and red like S and Z's in a row. Hey, Shy in the chat. What happened to the Tetris guidelines? Yeah, no kidding. Shy, meet Turd. That's my brother in real life. Turd, meet Shy. My brother or sister, actually. I don't think I know. Not that it matters, but in Tetris. I skipped this one, Shy. I don't know why. I was actually looking at, in fact, that's something I haven't shared yet. I was preparing to do the chronologically accurate SuperLite 2000, I think, version of the game Tetris for PS2, and realized when that came up, I was like, hey, wasn't there a 1500 series? And then I went back and looked, and there was, and I totally skipped it, and I'm not sure why. I think maybe I just accidentally closed the tab, so it flew off my list. Maybe a blessing in disguise that I have since remedied, because this is... it's fine. Again, we've played worse versions, but the music's fun. But I'm trying to at least beat level 35, because that's game starts off letting you choose 30, and then if you can beat 35, 35 becomes an unlockable. So I'm trying to at least do something that changes the game, so to speak. And failing pretty bad, because again, I'm playing this through OBS and there's a very noticeable lag. Which, you know what I'll do, is I'll just go back and try this again afterwards and see if it was me or not. Also, it makes the sound of breaking glass when you get singles or doubles, and an explosion if you get a Tetris, you know. The usual. Shy in the chat, I missed most of the stream. That's fine. It happens. It's a holiday over here in the States, so you never know. More people might show up, or less people might show up, or your brother might show up. Oh, who just left, it looks like. So. It's good music though, right? I'm not wrong about that. This is some... Everybody loves it. It's like circus music. Oh wow, that's fast. This is where the lock delay is going to come in handy. Oh, what? Except when you judge it wrong. Ah, nope. Wow, this is extremely strange feeling. Shy, I was too immersed in a survival game that I forgot to hop on the stream. I'm also a holiday in Turkey. Oh, okay. But not for me, for some reason. Huh. The song is not really that bad, but I can't say I like it. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. It's like... It's not going to make like my, you know, I'm not going to download it for rotation in my library or anything, but it's got a certain charm to it. What am I doing? Can I restart? Okay, this is it. This is it. I've actually got somewhere to be at 11, so I might as well actually make this it. Kind of a steep curve there at the end. It sped up really fast between 33 and 34. Oh, dang it. Interesting, it's a holiday in Turkey. It's not, is it also Veterans Day or observed in some way in Turkey, or is it a different holiday? Still kind of strange that it coincides. Midterm, oh, okay. Yeah, that's a holiday. So you get some time off university at the very least, huh? Also, what survival game? I've never been a great survivalist, but I've followed some of them here and there. Well, might as well do that. Okay, it's about to get nasty, I think. Or it will, if I can advance the level at all. Ah, man. What is going on? Nice. Oh boy. This went spectacularly bad. It also coincided with the mourning of Turkey's founding father. Oh, interesting. Roblox game, nothing special. Oh, okay. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Roblox takes all kinds, right? Like it's got every genre in there somewhere by now, right? My daughter played, and sometimes still plays a fair amount. Not a fair amount, because I limited her time on it. But Roblox is definitely a game of hers that she still plays when she's over at her cousin's house and whatnot. Roblox kind of took us old people by surprise a little bit. I don't know why. It's not like we didn't already have Minecraft. Not saying that against Roblox. I'm saying I don't know why we were surprised by it, because I feel like Minecraft existed and scratched a little bit of the same itch. Alright. Did I say the last game was my last try? This is definitely my last try. And then I will call the people I'm supposed to see and say, sorry I'm late. I was doing something important, I promise. Have you heard of SuperLite 1500 series, the Tetris from 2000? That's right. That's what I was doing. Oh boy, and there it is. Keep it together. This is not keeping it together. Actually, we're doing okay. Oh, why did you do that? It kind of worked out and then you messed it up again. Okay, now it's getting hairy. We can do it. Get a slowdown after this too. Nope, that's not what I... kind of worked out. Hey, there it is. We did it. We changed this game forever. Shy in the chat. It was some, I'd say Minecraft is better. I mean, from the outside looking in, it certainly looks like Minecraft is more polished, but you know, as far as the creation abilities go between the two games, they're a fair amount different, right? Like, you can make something in Minecraft, and you can develop something in Roblox, if I understand correctly, so. I get it. But Roblox and Minecraft are nothing alike. Yeah, okay. Roblox is a game engine and Minecraft is a survival sandbox game. Right, okay. That's probably a way better way to put that. It's what I was trying to... I would have got there eventually. I would not have got there eventually. Whereas Tetris is just the perfect game, you know, it doesn't even stack up. Just gonna play this out. Not gonna kill myself, you know. Might as well see where it goes. Now that I've unlocked level 35. Which I guess adds some... It adds something to this if you can play it in fives and be like, okay, now I'm just going from 35 to 40. And once I do that, I can start from 40 and go to 45. So there's something there. It gives a little bit of playability. That's probably where I would have got, you know, stuck or started spending my time. I'm getting used to the lock delay, which is letting me cheese this a little bit. A lot of it, but 39. Oh, dang it. I don't think I can even get it over there in time. Let's try again. Nope, it didn't even let me kick it. Oh! Hey, we got to 40. Look at that. Now I have how long to get this level down before it kills me immediately? Let's put that over there for... Oh no! Not that reason. Shoot. was not. That was the last thing I was trying to do. Again, not sure what was going on there. Nope, that's wrong. Also wrong. Oh, that one fooled me. Nope, no, nothing there. That's probably gonna be it. Yeah, there we go. Nah! And we'll not continue. But if we wanted to, we could continue on level 40. Look what I did. Roblox, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Shy in the chat, how long is this game? It's about that long. There's no other mode, really. That's it. There's a versus mode, but it wouldn't, there's no AI option that I could see. So that was it. What you saw was what you got. Somehow I still made that go for an hour. And you can too, if you want to go buy yourself a PS1 and check that one out. Either way, thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Turd. Thanks, Shy. Good to see you again. Good luck on Roblox. I hope you survive. You're going to pass on this one for now. Well, I've got some, it's not bad news. I've got some interesting news for you. Next week is going to be the game. I had this game queued and ready to go this week, and after midnight, I was like, wait, I skipped this other one. So a midnight audible got called. So instead, next week, we're going to get back on track. But I don't know how different this is going to be. It's also developed by Success. It's another SuperLite series game, SuperLite 2000. It's called Tetris Kiwamamichi. And I actually looked up what Kiwamamichi means and couldn't find anything. So stay tuned for that. We'll find out if this game means anything. How about that? So that'll be next week. Otherwise, there will be probably only one other video dropping this week because a cinematic came out last week with myself and my family. We talked about Surf Ninjas. It was a lot of fun. Go check it out. The video dropping this week is going to be all about concerts. It started out as concerts that I had been to, musical concerts in 2025-ish. And since I kept looking back and rambling on, it became much more. So that episode will hopefully drop this week. I've been working on it for 2 weeks now. That's how much it's turned into something else. So that will come out this week. But that's it. Otherwise, see you next week.